This island, right in the middle of the Irish Sea, does not follow the rules. With its fantastical culture, it is very different from the United Kingdom it is connected to. Vampire graves, fairies, and deadly races held on open roads. This is not England, but it is land belonging to the British king, hidden between England and Ireland, an island you've probably never even heard of, yet one with unbelievable features. You can easily reach it from England or Ireland by ferry or plane in just 30 minutes. From its laws and traditions to its language, everything here has its own unique touch. It has its own currency, its own language, its own holidays, its own laws, and a parliament that is over 1,000 years old. This is the Isle of Man. Small on the map, but one of the strangest places in the world. Its official name is the Isle of Man. Technically, it's not a country, but it's definitely not an ordinary island either. One of the island's most fantastical features is the unassuming ferry bridge. Located on the main road between the airport and the town of Douglas, you're expected to greet the ferries when passing over this bridge. If you don't, it is believed to bring bad luck. In fact, instead of calling them fairies, you could call them the little people. In Manx Gaelic, Mogri mi voinger vegi means good morning, little people. This belief is so deeply rooted in Manx culture that even buses make an announcement when passing the bridge. Many locals simply wave or politely nod their heads. Another fantastical Manx legend: you are not allowed to say the word rat on the island. On the Isle of Man, saying rat is considered extremely bad luck. Instead, people refer to them as the long-tailed ones. The local currency is the Manx pound. It has the same value as the British pound, but it is only valid on the Isle of Man. The language is Manx Gaelic. In 2009, UNESCO declared it an extinct language. However, after a passionate call to action, Manx Gaelic is being revived. The language is growing across the island, and local school children are once again being taught Manx. Here, you'll find the world's oldest continuously operating parliament, called Tynwald. This parliament has been meeting since the year 979 AD. Dating back to the Viking era, it holds the title of the oldest continuous parliament in the world. When you look at the island's flag, you'll see a symbol of three armored legs. This symbol is called the Triskelion and comes from Celtic culture. Each leg is bent at the knee, as if it's running. Its meaning is simple yet powerful. Wherever you throw it, it will stand back up. This is a strong symbol left behind from the island's Viking and Celtic past. Every year on October 31st, the Isle of Man celebrates its own version of Halloween, called Hop tu Na. People decorate turnips, sing traditional folk songs in English or Manx, and dance together. There are even superstitions based on ancient Celtic beliefs and stories about a witch named Ginny that remind people just how old these traditions are. Now, here's something you've probably never heard of before: a vampire grave. In reality, the grave belongs to Matthew Hassall and his wife Margaret, who died in 1854. Their grave is located in the cemetery of Melu Church. Around the grave, there are heavy chains, iron stakes, and a large stone slab. It is said that these chains were placed due to folk stories influenced by widespread vampire legends of the 19th century. According to the legend, groaning sounds or movement were heard from the grave during the funeral, causing fear among the locals. Terrified of vampires, they used chains and stakes. Although these stories do not match historical records, this is how the legend is told. Because the Isle of Man is already filled with Viking heritage, Celtic myths, and mysterious tales, this grave only adds to the island's mystical atmosphere. And now almost zero taxes. The Isle of Man is not a member of the European Union. That means it was not affected by Brexit. Over the years, this has turned the island into a tax haven. Corporate tax is nearly zero. Income tax is very low. That's why banks, financial institutions, crypto companies, and online gambling firms use the Isle of Man as their base. But what truly made the island famous is the annual motorcycle race called the Isle of Man TT. This race does not take place on a closed circuit. It happens on the island's normal public roads. Motorcycles reach speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour. It is considered one of the most dangerous races in the world. Sadly, accidents happen every year. Throughout its history, more than 250 people have lost their lives. Despite this, the race continues. One of the most shocking facts is that some rural roads on the island have no speed limit at all. Yes, you can drive as fast as you want, and that explains perfectly why the TT races are held here. The Isle of Man also has its own unique cat breed, the Manx cat. The most interesting feature of these cats is that they have no tails or very short ones. This is caused by a genetic mutation and is unique to this island. The Isle of Man is small but filled with incredible features. With its thousand-year-old parliament, deadly races, strange flag, and unique culture, it is a place waiting to be discovered. A place that tries to protect its own culture and language. Isn't that something worth respecting? So, what do you think about the Isle of Man? Would you like to visit? And where should our next destination be? Write it in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care